Genesis Project families. Well, I am back in Grenada. I want to share with you the wonderful experience that I had in Mora and San Miguel County in New Mexico. So I was there for just a little over 1 month. I arrived on June 6th and I was able to fly back home for a nice little reprieve on July the 9th. So I had a great time serving and ministering in Mora for just a little over a month. And it was a great experience for me in that I was able to help so many people, touch lives, and just love on my teammates and the staff at Samaritan's Purse. So let me tell you a little bit about what I was able to experience there. We had hundreds of thousands of acres of woodlands burnt, and it was later determined, well, actually while I was there, it was determined that the Forest Service had actually taken responsibility for the fires. They had a prescribed burn that had gone wrong and gotten out of control, and also a brush pile that they had lit on fire back in January that had gone a little dormant and had reared back up with the winds and ended up starting up again and catching a lot of acres on fire. So that affected and kind of set the tone for a lot of the homeowners in New Mexico that had lost so much, knowing that the government had taken responsibility for that, and we're just hoping and praying right now that everything will be made right, because there was, as you can see in some of these videos, there was so much devastation and destruction in that. We were able to serve and write over 79 work orders. So that's 79 different families or homes that we were able to work on and serve. I, of course, was on the tree falling crew, and I led a team of a lot of experienced and some inexperienced sawyers, stacking brush, piling brush, falling trees, and chipping some brush. Also sifting. We did some sifting of a couple of homes in their properties, just trying to find valuables for the homeowners. But most importantly, as I've mentioned, our job was to come and love on the people of New Mexico and just show them the hands and feet of Christ, show them what love is supposed to really look like, and let them know that they are loved. That was the most important part of my job by far. A lot of things happened in Mora. I met so many wonderful volunteers, people that I will have lifelong relationship and friendships with through Christ, and through the organization that I work for, Samaritan's Purse. I was able to provide a lot of skill set in things that I was taught at a very young age. In my early or late teens, I guess, with tree falling and saw handling skills that really were able to be used for talents for the glory of God throughout this month that I was there. So I've got some videos that I would like you to see and take a look at. Some little extracurricular things, just a bunch of me falling trees and just some of the work that we did there, as well as a special thing from if you grew up in the 80s like I did, and you're familiar with the movie, one of my favorite top 10 movies, Red Dawn. There's a special little clip here for you. So take a look and see what we've got going on here. So what I would like to show you here is some of the videos of what we're looking at is the ridge tops of where this Hermit's Peak fire has ripped through from ridge top to ridge top, just eliminating so much timber in these mountains here. These mountains are San Miguel County, down in just out of what's called Las Vegas, New Mexico. Not to be confused with Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, so Las Vegas, New Mexico. And if you Google search Las Vegas, New Mexico, you will find that the movie Red Dawn in 1984 was filmed here in Las Vegas. There is a lot of films that have actually been produced right here in Las Vegas, New Mexico, which is a little fun fact. Also, you're going to see in here some pictures of Patrick Swayze's ranch. Now, Patrick Swayze was one of the lead characters in Red Dawn, and I'm sure that's why it was filmed in this area, because he liked it so much he ended up buying himself a little ranch here in this area. And we actually worked right next door to his ranch at a house that had gotten burned. His ranch was affected just a little bit on the north end above his home. There was some trees burnt, but nothing in the home site or the footprint of the house was affected at all. He lost a little bit of timber, but that was about it. His neighbor, on the other hand, lost their home, a lodge, a few trees, and a sister's home that was across a creek here as well. So we were just very blessed to be able to serve this community. And for me, growing up in the 80s and being such a big fan of Red Dawn, this was great for me to be able to see where it was filmed. Because in some of these videos you're going to see here things that look very familiar, some pictures that look familiar, and areas that would show up on the movie itself, and you're like, oh, I kind of recognize that ridge line or that peak, and that's where this happened. So for me, it was really nostalgic to be able to experience that. But most importantly, what really affected me most here in San Miguel and Mora counties is the amount of salvations. We had 16 salvations, people that give their life to Christ, because of the love that we were able to show, the love of Jesus that we were able to show each and every one of the homeowners that we came in contact with. And not even that, but people in the community. We're at the laundromat. We had salvations at the laundromat, salvations at the gas station, and salvations at the little coffee shop in town in Mora County. And that's just how God works. He has divine appointments for each and every one of us. And that is so important that we take the opportunity, that we don't become complacent, and we put Him on display in what we do and what we say. Just be willing to put yourself out there and love somebody. Love somebody really well with what your heart is calling, even though it might not feel comfortable. It's not about comfort. It's about what God is asking you to do for Him and for His glory. And that is the most important take back that I have from this month-long deployment that I was able to spend in New Mexico. I really want to thank you all for your support, for your love, and for the amount of prayer that you pour into me as I go on these deployments. I realize something that I kind of need to mention here is that I want you to rest assured that your money does not go toward you sending me on these deployments. Initially, that's how we had Genesis Project set up, but that's not the case anymore, folks. I have been hired by Samaritan's Purse to become a team lead, and they paid my travels. So those expenses are taken care of by an amazing company that serves Christ well. And so your money that you donate to me now actually goes toward things right here in Grenada in order to help people in need right here on the island, as well as those of you that have designated it. We are still raising those funds and readying ourselves to build in Botswana, Africa, to build that orphanage in December of 2022. So this year coming up, we have 5 months now, 5 months, and we'll be going to Africa to start that orphanage in Botswana. So God bless you. Thank you. We love you. I just ask that you like, subscribe, and comment down below here on this video. Tell us what you think. And just, again, thank you, Genesis Project families. God bless you.